Hello again, welcome to hashtag Sideline Managers with VB, the soccer edition. Since the last time we spoke, a lot has been happening and a lot has happened. First off, let's start with the qualifiers, the African qualifiers to start with. I think as expected, a lot of the giants, your Senegals, your Nigeria, went through Ghana, but the Ghana-South Africa game has got not a lot, just one disparity with South Africa complaining about the penalty being too soft. You know what? It's soccer, and in soccer, obvious losers will always be sore. Sorry to say, and FIFA said they will come back to them. I think FIFA, ANC, they're in the same circle. They campaign and they say they'll come back to you. I don't think they're going to deliver anything in the favor of South Africa. South Africa should just move on, build again. I think they've got a good coach in Hugo Bros, so they should start rebuilding. Because I don't think, maybe by some miracle it might happen, but I don't think so. I think Ghana is going through. And going forward with the qualifiers, the European and South American qualifiers, I think the biggest story there is that Messi versus Ronaldo. Messi qualified and Ronaldo still has to go to the playoffs. And pray tell, I hope that Cristiano Ronaldo qualifies, because a World Cup without Ronaldo and Messi, and it's probably going to be the last time we see maybe one of them or both of them play, because they're in the twilight now, and as you can see, they're even struggling to score. Moving on, the Premier League, we watched Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Yes, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is gone. He was sacked by Manchester United last night after losing 4-1 to Watford. And I thought I would share my own 2 cents on Ole's path and his career at Manchester United. Ole last season was number 2 with those mediocre players, as some of you might call them, but he was number 2 to Manchester City. Then they buy him a 36-year-old washed out star who is the best, was the best, and who has done a lot and who's got a lot of history. But Cristiano Ronaldo is not as good as he was. Cristiano Ronaldo is never going to bring any value to Manchester United as he did at Real Madrid, as he did at Manchester United before when he was 18. Because even at Juventus he wasn't so great. Let's be honest. Like, if we really talk soccer, not banter, not anything, he wasn't that great. So I think he kind of messed up Ole's vision, because branding, marketing, and all that stuff, he is a big name and he's going to bring a lot of traction and a lot of money. You understand? But when it comes to the actual field in play, he messed up all his plans. And well, soccer is like that. Soccer coaches are like toilet paper. They face shit either side, be it folded, be it in front, be it at the back. A toilet paper will always face stuff. If it's rolled off, then he knows he's either going. I won't go into the gory details. So soccer coaches are like waiters, in restaurants. It's always easy to blame a waiter or a coach, right? Cristiano Ronaldo, the game against Watford, he had 0 shots on target, he had 0 dribbles, he had 0 assists, and it's all his fault. And moving on, Manchester City thumped Everton. Yeah, the news for the day, it happened. But Antonio Conte won his first game at Tottenham, beating Leeds. And I think bells might be ringing. Is it too early to panic to say Tottenham are going to go back to where they were? Who knows? And then our captain at Liverpool, our former captain at Liverpool, Steven Gerrard, started his journey in the Premier League with Aston Villa as their gaffer, and he won 2-0. And kudos to my boy from Zimbabwe, Marvelous Nakamba. He's living the dream which all of us wanted to live, working with Steven Gerrard, the best player of all time. Yeah, if you want to argue that point, form your own podcast and argue as well. Steven Gerrard is the best player of all time. But I'm not so sure about him coaching in the English league. And with the current firing of coaches, which was happening right now, my captain might find himself jobless. But maybe you'll find another team, who knows? Just like Lampard. And then in other news, Liverpool played Arsenal. Well, I think we all expected Liverpool to win. And yes, by a big margin. But the talking point was Klopp and Arteta's fight. That was embarrassing. For those 2 men, that was embarrassing. coaches are not supposed to fight. Yes, you can shout at each other, you can point at each other, but to actually trying to move at each other and fight physically, on Klopp and Arteta's part, that was embarrassing. But then Liverpool came out victors. They won 4-0. The annual Anfield drubbing, as other fans will call it, for Arsenal. But Arsenal had gone 10 games without losing, and I think it also went to Arteta's head, like, you go for 10 games, then you face a team like Liverpool, and in Anfield, the Cup end and all that stuff. It was a lot of factors, man. And as I had touched on earlier, Orlando Pirates in politics, there will be like COP. And if you support Pirates, as someone said, you'll be like a COP fan hoping that Terra Lekota one day will be the president of South Africa, and that will never happen. Orlando Pirates might actually go for another 20 years without winning the Premier League in South Africa. Yes, I said it. And I've got a soft spot for those guys, but they are messing up and they're disappointing their fans left, right, and center every week. Just this past week, they lost to Kaizer Chiefs in the derby, and now they drew a very, very disappointing draw with Lamont Villa Golden Arrows. Moving on, Kaizer Chiefs won against their voodoo team, Maritzburg United. Kudos to Kaizer Chiefs, and sadly for banter, we won't have any banter this week. At least Manchester United gave us some. But congratulations to Kaizer Chiefs. They beat Maritzburg, and Maritzburg has always been a thorn in their side. And also Sundowns failed to win against Cape Town City. Now I think Cape Town City is becoming their voodoo team as well, because they had to beat them in the penalties, that MTN Cup, and now they drew 0-0. But Sundowns being Sundowns, they haven't lost this season. So we're still waiting, and we're hoping that they will lose. Yes, they must lose. Come on. We cannot have a team doing the invisible season, but Sundowns, they don't have so many fans. I think even if they do the invisible season, it won't be much. Imagine if Kaizer Chiefs or Orlando Pirates do the invisible season, or Manchester United or Liverpool or Chelsea. We won't hear the end of it. And I almost forgot, Chelsea went to Leicester, and oh boy, did they thump Leicester. And what they did, Chelsea's defenders this season have scored 13 goals in between them. 13, 1-3. Liverpool's defenders have scored 1. Some teams' defenders have scored 2. Chelsea have scored 13. We thought Lukaku was injured. We thought Werner does what Werner does. He misses all the time. But Thomas Tuchel is building something which is scary at Chelsea. I won't lie. To be honest, I think. And Chelsea fans are many, and they talk too much. And they will be talking. This season is their season. And as I said in one of my early videos, that the champions elect now, the season has actually taken shape. The champions elect are Chelsea, Manchester City, and Liverpool. The rest, the team with the best player in the world, with the best penalty taker in the world, the one who recently fired their coach, and they're putting Carrick to be the interim, I do not understand. Because I don't think, with the current crop of players, and Manchester would not make any difference. And this is to you, Manchester United fans. History has been kind to you guys, but history is not going to save you this time, unless in January you buy a lot of players, and you buy quality players, and by some miracle it will work out for you. Thank you again. #Sideline Managers with VB. You find me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and on Twitter. Peace out.